this time. I guess.
No need.
No,
Just,
took y'all long enough. Keisha!
Who is
Girl,
doing
this car
all
already
these?
broke. Dead ass. Keisha! Girl just bounced off my hood like a pinball. This car still ain't right.
Monique, you just fucked up my car.
Whatever, Quandale. Just go get Shanae, bitch.
Vitals normal. Found large traces of coke in your system.
Keisha, I might need a tow. Dead ass. Really, took y'all long enough.
Just the dead ass part is like
Dead ass. Yeah, that's now the current way of saying really.
Is it?
I think so. Like dead ass just means like, for sure or for real or doesn't it?
It might.
Shit, we should get an actual young person in here and ask them.
Let's go ask a youth.
The youth.
Let's go ask an urban. Let's go ask one of those urban people. Let's see what.
You mean like young urban professionals? Like yuppies?
Oh God.
We're not funny this week. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm definitely funny this week. We're warming up.
Don't say warm. It's so fucking hot.
It is. Well,
It is.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in our hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, it is motherfucker and a half degrees. That's right. It's hotter than a motherfucker.
it is. It is quite toasty. I am okay with it right now. Daniel cannot handle the heat all that well because
I am a fragile little boy.
he is a fragile little boy, and any kind of heat, he will start sweating.
As I am doing right now. So, further in this podcast, you shall see me glisten, and then eventually drip, and then eventually die.
All in this episode. Special episode.
It's the last episode featuring Daniel. Watch my death live on our podcast. We'll do anything for views, folks. Literally dying for you to watch us.
Welcome to the Rubber Duck Syndicate.
Welcome.
Oh, okay.
I guess we're all warmed up now.
Yes, we.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you kind of walked into that one. Well, I also kind of set you up. Not purposely, though.
I am losing the ability to detect subtleties like that because, as you may see, I'm already starting to expire.
Just keep hydrating. Just make sure you got plenty of, seltzer water and.
This is going to be a nude podcast, folks.
Please no. We've already talked about the nipple thing. I do not want to see Daniel's nipples at all for any reason whatsoever.
That's just so sexist.
No, it's not. There are plenty of other men's nipples I do not want to see. I'm like, sir, you need to put them nipples away. Because they are elongated and they are...
But we have already discussed in previous podcast episodes how even, it is a universal truth that everybody loves boobies.
True. Everyone loves boobies. Maybe not everyone loves nipples, though.
So like anime boobies with no nipples?
Some. Possibly.
These are always so weird.
Well, they also have their own kind of physics where, like, one's up here and the one's down here and they just kind of go like that. So...
They're synchronized.
Yeah, but then, like, maybe it's like... then maybe, like, they kind of clash together and they're like, what? And then they go sideways.
I saw one, I'll remember the name of it in a few minutes, but there was one, it was another buxom anime girl.
What? Really?
Yeah, but she was in a firefight. She had, like, a sniper rifle or something, and someone was shooting at her, and she dodged a bullet one boobie at a time. So, literally, it was like a slow-motion shot, and the boobs went and the bullet passed right in it. And, like, that is a special kind of perversion, I think.
Someone in the chat later on is going to tell us what anime it is.
Almost got it. Oh, Gurren Lagann.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I remember it because I have no idea what it means.
I don't know what it means. I'm not going to look it up.
But apparently it's about people that like live underground and then go up to the top side and then have giant robots that drill. And then there's also aliens, I think. It gets ridiculously complicated.
Now I'm probably thinking of the same anime where were they fighting on like a highway bridge type deal?
I don't remember the bridge. Remember there was it was like they had been living underground like a post-apocalyptic society kind of thing, and then like they were afraid of earthquakes because underground, and then some brave crazy kids ventured up and found giant mechs.
Okay.
Because that's what happens.
Of course, in any anime there are some normal story ones that like truly are anime well, voice well, music like it has everything going for it. But typically, what I guess main media or main news things will post about like someone watching anime, like being an anime fan. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, they watch this anime," and they'll just show the craziest clip of whatever anime they find. They're like, "Yeah, this is what they were watching." And
Yeah,
you're like,
but unfortunately, sometimes that is also a perfectly representative sample.
true.
Like, there are some animes that are wall to wall. What the fuck?
You're like, "Oh, this is out there." Now there is one clip of one that I saw that was very similar to what you were talking about, but prior to the woman dodging with the bullet coming at her like one boobie at a time, this guy shot I think it was maybe a sniper rifle. I don't know what kind of gun it was, but he instead of using like a tripod or something to stabilize it, like a brick, anything else. No, he decided to use this other woman's breast to prop up his gun to shoot at the other woman. I don't know what physics,
I'm sure there's someone that's going to jump in and say, "Oh, that was just to stabilize the recoil."
Yeah, there was no good reason for it. Aside from like putting a gun on top of some breast just to shoot it. So he puts the gun on top of the breast.
Wouldn't that just like hurt?
It would, but this is anime, so it doesn't really hurt them. Gun on top of the breast, shoots 3 times.
And did he ask her to hold her breath, or was he just like synchronizing with the breathing?
I don't remember all the details. I just remember there was gun on
These
top
are
of the
important
breast.
questions, though.
I know it is, but you're going to have to do your own research later on.
You can't even remember the name of the damn anime.
I can't. I didn't care to look it up.
And if you think I'm Googling that, you are out of your mind.
You definitely, someone in the chat's going to just send it to you. They're like, "Oh yeah, it was definitely this. Here's the clip from 133 to 158. Enjoy."
Thank you, Internet.
Yes. So shoots the gun at the other woman. I guess she sees it, does the matrix spin backwards. She's like, "Whoa," and then just bullets going in between the breast. And
The only thing left now is for the anime to have the Matrix slow motion booby bullet catch.
ooh, oh no, make it even more difficult. Catch by the nipples.
Now, that would just be too much.
What?
Everything up until this point has been perfectly reasonable. But that would just be a little bit beyond belief, I think.
Yeah, somebody would be like, "Catching a bullet by breast? Yeah, I can see that. Catching by the nipples? No, that'd be way too crazy." And then
Well, also, her boobs would have to be cross-eyed to make that work.
there are some cross-eyed titties out there.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, because from my understanding, from medical terms, not every woman's breast is, perfectly symmetric.
Well, in fact, I think most of them are not. I don't think it's size 25 here and size 2 here, but I do think there's some anatomical variation, just like in everybody.
Tell me you don't know breast size by doing things size 5 and size 2.
I said 25. But, the fact that I'm making a reference to a single boob for size means this is not a measure of cup size or band size, sir. I am not a complete Philistine.
God.
I have seen and understand that, girls have underwear with measurements and things.
Yes.
Trying to make me look bad.
Show Daniel your size 25 titty.
Oh, that's individual booby size. Individual booby size. This is a new international standard, IBS, which is now, I just realized, irritable bowel syndrome as well. So there goes my whole superior sounding argument.
Yep. All out the window. You could have seen one size 25 titty, but now you lost it. Good job, Daniel.
Yeah, I feel like that is absolutely the reason that no one is showing me their boobs right now.
No, not boobs. Boob. One. Remember, you say you want to see one size 25 one.
But when you've seen one, you haven't seen them all. No, they're
No,
not.
no.
It's like, women are not fungible, people.
No, they're not. But, yeah, because I guess that, like I said, the medical thing where I know that, breasts are not perfectly even or perfectly symmetrical.
Like most people are not perfectly, symmetrical on both sides. There's like my left foot is slightly larger than my right foot. It used to be like when I was, going through puberty, it was really obvious because I had to get like one shoe just a little bit bigger than the other one.
Oh, so you had to wear a size because I know we both wear size 13, so you wear a size 13, but you left was like, oh, this is great. Size
but really, I got the bigger size shoe, but I had lots of fucking room on my right foot. Mm-hmm. Because buying two separate pairs of shoes for mixing and match sizes was not within my means.
Yeah.
But I got the bigger shoes and then wiggled.
Yeah, or you just put a sock in there. You're like, oh.
Well, I did in fact put a sock in there. Each one.
That worked.
It was
on your foot.
Yes. You see, these clever witticisms are why you come to our podcast, aren't they?
And also our handsome faces.
Gosh, we're dreamy.
I know.
And I am sweating so much.
And we're floral, so we got that going on. Who knew that you were going to be watching some men in their 40s with floral shirts? It's like a new thing. But also
but also Hawaii forever.
That too. But I know you've been wearing Hawaiian shirts for a while. I've been wearing Hawaiian shirts for a good bit because of, I believe, The Simpsons.
I started wearing them. I think I bought my first Hawaiian shirt when I was really sunburned, and it was made of thin, flimsy rayon, and it was a very lightweight shirt. I bought it, and it was the only shirt I could wear for 3 days.
Oh, because it wouldn't stick to your skin?
Yeah, because even a t-shirt was it felt like there was somebody standing on me just smacking me on the shoulders. And I wore that and I liked it, and I might have got one, but then I had some friends that just decided completely, irrespective of that, because I don't think they'd ever seen me in that shirt. They decided I'm the type of guy that would unironically wear Hawaiian shirts, and so they happened to be on a trip to Hawaii, and they just brought me back a bunch they got at a thrift shop.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so I just ended up with Hawaiian shirts, and hey, I'm a Hawaiian shirt guy.
And now I need to go to Hawaii just to go to a thrift store to buy Hawaiian shirts, because there are some large people out there. And they're also beefy too. So they're not just like that. They're just what up? And you're like, oh. I was like, damn. Okay. But I started wearing Hawaiian shirts because of The Simpsons, and hopefully I'm remembering this correctly. It was an episode where Homer thought Bart was gay for some reason.
They actually did that on The Simpsons?
Yeah, and this was in the 90s, I believe.
And Bart is still in 4th grade forever.
Yeah, unfortunately he's still in the 4th grade. It's cartoon logic. We don't think about it. For some reason, Homer thought Bart was gay, and he said a quote. He's saying the only people that wear Hawaiian shirts are big fat party dudes and gay men. I combined both.
Here's the Venn diagram.
I was like, the Venn diagram. I was like, yeah, right there. I'm in my pocket right there.
You just triggered another Simpsons gay reference memory in my eyes. It was just Homer saying, someone asked, what do you have a problem with gay people for? Well, they took all our best names, like Bruce and Lance. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, those used to be pretty masculine names, but now they are always said with a lisp.
Lance.
And then Bruce has to be said like, not just Bruce, but like more than one Bruce.
Now we'll discuss this too, like while we're here. So we're gonna have to redo our deadliest fruits. So folks,
Have we talked about the deadliest fruit before on the podcast?
we have not talked about. I don't think we talked about it, but if we have.
Yeah,
They're going to hear it again.
This is a pre-podcast exploration from our intellectual think tank between the two of us.
Yeah.
So you brought it up, just talking about coconuts.
I don't. Yeah. Well, folks, coconuts suck. I'm on record for saying that. Coconuts are absolutely awful.
I'm okay with coconuts, for the record.
If anyone's out there a fan of coconuts, cool.
I'm also explicitly a fan of Kid Creole and the Coconuts.
Okay. Yes, you did mention it before. I am not a fan of coconuts. If you love coconuts, have enough coconuts for yourself and me. Enjoy it on me. Okay, cool. Have coconuts. But coconuts are deadly. They kill people. Because no one's ever really been excited about coconut. It's just kind of there. They're like, it's like, oh, it's pineapple. Yeah, and coconut. Okay. That's how it really is. Because I'll tell you again. I think I told you before. So coconut is like if you're playing 2-on-2 basketball, and you got a player. You're like, oh, I'm going to have somebody play for me. Let me get this player. It's pineapple. It's Michael Jordan, one of the greatest NBA players that ever played. All right, we know a lot of people can argue about that. What the fuck ever.
People might feel passionately about whether pineapple qualifies as the Michael Jordan of fruits.
I don't give a damn. Guess what? This is our podcast.
This is the kind of intellectual discussion they come here for, man. We should resolve this.
Well, whatever. I'm saying out loud. They can argue with me about it later on. What the hell ever. Are you going to argue with me about it right now?
I'll wait till after we're done.
Okay. So, pineapple. Michael Jordan. And you're playing two just like street level dudes. This is Michael Jordan in his prime. They're like, oh, Michael Jordan in his prime, two street level dudes, he can take them by himself. They're like, no, you have to have another player. He's like, I don't need another player. Hey, we're going to team you up with this sixth grader who says he can dunk. Everyone had that one sixth grade in sixth grade that said they can dunk. And they can never prove it. They're like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it today. It's too windy. I don't like the way this court looks. I'm not going to do it. Every school had a sixth grader that was in sixth grade. When you were in sixth grade, said they can dunk. That's who you team up with. That's coconut. Coconut is that sixth grader. It is not useful. No one really cared about it.
What? But can Michael Jordan make horse galloping noises?
Yes.
As accurately as coconut shells?
Probably better. I'm on record.
We're going to have to interview him for this.
Yes, we'll interview Michael Jordan. Like, Michael Jordan, thank you for being here for this interview. Can you make clumping noises like a horse?
Yeah, give us your best horse impression.
Yes.
If he whinnies, then that ends it right there.
Yep, that's
clearly you're right.
That's what everyone's gonna be waiting for. That's what everyone's here for the Rubber Duck Syndicate. They want to see Michael Jordan replicate horse sounds just by himself.
Also, be here next week when O explores his coconut and pineapple basketball metaphor and also discusses the plot of the movie White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah, that's going to be next week. And they did a remake of it. Did you know?
No.
Yeah, they did the remake of it within the last, I believe, 5 years or so.
I heard nothing about this.
Because nobody watched it. That's why.
They didn't have Rosie Perez. Why would you?
It might have had Rosie Perez.
Oh, that's okay. I feel really bad at that Rosie Perez. No,
she just shows up in the back like, hey, y'all. And then they were like, oh, we don't know you. Bye. Because she's always great.
Yeah. We're getting off topic. Not to belittle Rosie Perez, but we were talking about the deadliest fruit conversation.
Yes. Thank you. All right.
So yeah, coconuts are objectively a dangerous fruit because they grow high up on trees, and so they can fall and hit you on the head and kill you. Or if you're Gilligan, make you think you're Russian.
True. Kids, if you haven't seen Gilligan's Island,
It's a historical drama.
it is. It's very historically accurate. Now, getting back to the deadliest fruits. Now, I was talking about the coconuts and them being deadly and being a deadly fruit. And we brainstormed it like, what are some other
Yeah, I think you asked the question explicitly, what is the deadliest fruit? And I could not stop myself from blurting out Bruce Valanche with a machine gun. And I'm still ashamed and proud of that joke.
No, you should not be ashamed of that because it is fucking hilarious. Because you just imagine Bruce Valanche coming to your front door, kicking it in.
You're like headband like Rambo. Full M16.
Just to have like all the bullets just wrapped around him.
And wearing nothing but that.
Just nothing. Yeah, that's. Well, no.
No, he'd be wearing a pair of shorts.
He would be wearing a pair of shorts and a T-shirt that says something clever on it, though.
True.
He's like, well, it was probably say something like, "Ask me about my other gun." That's a Bruce Valanche shirt. It's like, "Ask me about my other gun."
That would be a very clever ensemble.
It would. So with that, we also we laughed hysterically about that for a good few minutes, and then we were also thinking like, okay, Bruce Valanche with the machine gun. What other celebrities or other gay icons would classify as the deadliest fruit? We also thought about, I believe, who were some of the other ones?
Let's see. There was Billy Porter with a flamethrower.
Yes, Billy Porter with a flamethrower. We had Elton John. I forgot what he had.
I think he had a rocket launcher.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Elton John with the rocket launcher. Who had nunchucks?
Nunchuck. Was that Leslie Gordon?
I don't think we had Leslie Gordon.
I thought we did. We actually, well, one of us, it was me, actually went to the trouble of using, I think, Mid-Journey or one of those, image generating AI things, and I used the free version, and I created a bunch of little images of all of these things that we'd come up with, and I printed up a sticker book, which should have somewhere, but
I believe it. Yeah. I want to say it's in my bedroom somewhere.
Yeah, so we could look this up. We might have to bust this out next week. But we did actually commit to these jokes, like physically. There's physical evidence that we made these jokes. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's a great thing. Because not only are we highlighting people of the LGBT community, we're giving them deadly weapons and showing them being badasses. Because I know, Neil Patrick Harris was one of them.
I think so. Did we do Jim Parsons?
We did Liberace.
Liberace. I can't remember what weapon we gave Liberace.
I think we gave him a lance. We have Sir Ian McKellen. And we had a couple other ones.
Yeah, it was a wide and respectable a rainbow of performers. Ha ha ha. But we stopped at a certain number, and then I think we decided to pick this project up again, and so now we must open it up to the rest of the internet, and you, fellow Rubber Duck Syndicateers, what do we call it? What do we call the people that watch our podcast?
Ducklings.
Ducklings.
Yes.
Yes, ducklings. You can give us good examples of combinations of a gay celebrity and a deadly weapon.
Yeah, I think, did we give RuPaul a rapier?
I know RuPaul was in there. I honestly can't. I lose track of the weapons. They're not nearly so memorable as the actors.
True. So we'll come up with a new version and have new still some of the celebrities we have from before. Probably the same weapons. I'll find my book, the little sticker book. I think I still have it in my bedroom. And we'll come up with, I say 12 to 14.
Depends on how many stickers we want to get made.
We'll do 12 to 14. We'll see how much the stickers cost. But when we were doing the original ones, I think we just did people that were like gay and bi men. So we need to look into.
Well, and this also sparked the debate, or not debate, but the conversation about like the term fruit, while at one point was probably strictly an insulting term.
True.
It has now been sort of adopted by the gay community. But does it
Correct.
apply only to gay men, or are there gay women who would be called fruits without being an insult?
See, that's what the debate we had was. I was like, huh. I was like, because women typically don't get called fruits at all. They'll get called like a lot of different names that are derogatory, but fruit isn't one of them. So that kind of borders, because like they've always been part of the they're the first letter in the LGBTQ. So well, we'll ponder on that.
Or we could start a new contest. Who is the fruitiest lesbian? I am so canceled. Oh, by the way, moving back to the original jumping off point for this entire retelling of our deadliest fruit conversation.
Yes.
We were going to have to expand the definition of this fruit because you had maintained for a long time that the coconut was the only fruit that could kill you.
Correct.
And we're ruling out obscure allergies here because I'm sure somebody's got something that can kill them for just about anything. But we also realized that the durian is another very heavy, very solid
Yes.
fruit that grows very high up.
Yeah, and the way that they gather them is fucking amazing.
Badass.
Because we watched a video that I believe you sent me of a woman has a sack,
It's just a piece of burlap, really.
piece of burlap, standing looking at the person that's, in the tree or wherever it is. And they're like, ready, ready. She gets the sack, sees it coming, anticipates, does this, swings it back, and then just kind of swings it back this way.
It sounds like a gunshot when the thing hits the sack. I mean,
Yeah.
It's definitely something that, if you don't know what you're doing or you're a first-time durian catcher, you could get seriously injured.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked extremely crazy. I'm like, yeah, that is extremely dangerous because, like, not only is it, like, large, heavy from tree, it is also spiked. Like, it has spikes coming out of it.
Not like really sharp spikes, but it's got, like, I don't know, it looks like a geometrical, like, it looks like a textured surface from a video game, really.
True. But it's still enough where you're like, ow.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be catching that with your bare hands.
No, not at all.
And also, if it breaks open, apparently it smells like rotting garbage.
I don't know why people eat it. Like,
Well, supposedly, like, the texture and the actual flavor of it is supposed to be delicious. Like, and I've been morbidly curious, and I've seen in some of the Asian markets in town that they have, like, processed frozen durian. So someone's already cracked it open, and I presume dealt with the smell, and so it's just a frozen, pulp, like the edible, delicious part of the durian. Mm-hmm. And so I've been curious about what it's like. I don't know if it's an accurate experience getting the frozen stuff and trying that out, or if I really need to get a fresh one and brave the smell to try it out for the whole experience. But really, this is something we need, people that are more familiar with durian, by which I mean probably we need more Asian friends. But like somebody that has had it before and knows about what to do with the fresh stuff and like can tell the difference between a fresh ripe durian and one that's gone bad, because I don't know how you would know based on the smell.
Yeah, but like also like durian is one of those fruits that is not coming stateside that much. So even if they got like the freshest one and came in from Durian Land,
Durian land.
to North Carolina, we wouldn't know. We were like, what the fuck is this? And we were like, oh, it's that crazy fruit that can kill people. And you're like, I
Okay.
don't know what to do with this.
New project for the Rubber Duck Syndicate, North Carolina Durian Farm.
I believe it might be hot enough right now. So like,
Yeah. If we keep this weather, we can grow durian, chocolate, coconuts.
bananas.
Yeah. Well, we're downright tropical today.
True. That's why we're wearing floral shirts.
No, I'm wearing this because it's clean. Or it was before I started the podcast.
Don't worry, you only got 50 minutes left now. It's okay.
Gonna die.
You're not. You'll be.
No, but I am gonna whine about it.
You are. You're gonna whine about it, but it'll be okay. It'll make for good content because people are gonna be like, "That is a white man whining," and they're like, "I never seen that before."
They'll be like, we should elect him president.
Oh God.
Oh darn! Did we just get political?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. You may not have realized this, but we might be slightly liberal.
Yeah. We. Oh God. Just. Nope. I'm not even getting into it. No.
You're starting to regret voting for Trump, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Damn it, Eric Trump was supposed to be the guy.
You wrote him in.
Eric. I think he spelled it with a K, so that's why you probably lost.
Now I'm thinking like Eric the Viking. You ever see that movie?
I probably haven't.
Yeah, it was a weird movie. It was like one of Tim Robbins' early movies, and I think it might have been he was the main character, Eric, but he was basically the whole deal was he was a sensitive Viking. And so like, the Vikings are supposed to be brutal and violent and masculine warriors, and he was just sensitive and didn't fit in. And so he ran away, had his own adventures. But I think it was done by at least some of the Monty Python people. I don't know if they did the writing or the production, but at least I think Terry Gilliam might have been in that movie. But it is its own special flavor of absurd.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's ooh. Speaking of absurd, I'm assuming Eric the Viking probably came out in the 80s.
I think so.
Something else, I believe we may touch upon it last time. Something from the 80s that's going to be coming back recently. Spaceballs 2. Or
Oh yes. Finally,
Yes.
the people have cried out for decades.
yeah, they've been crying out for a long time because the original, please, if you haven't watched Spaceballs, go watch it right now. We're going to just tell you to watch a lot of different shit if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, we are your pop culture guides
Yeah, somewhat. There's
for at least the last 30 years.
Yeah, we're going to tell you to watch some stuff. We're not going to do extreme deep dives like some people. Those people out there are very dedicated, and I give it up for them because they watch pretty much everything that was produced from 70s, 80s, 90s till to thousands. They watched a tremendous amount of shit, and they're going to give you detailed information about it. We're going to try to just give you stuff. You're like, hey, if you're out there in the world, you got time, watch this. We're not going to me may kind of give you every once in a while a obscure movie from the mid 80s to watch that no one's ever heard of. Maybe it's been watched by a couple hundred people. And it's probably been long forgotten until you mention it right now. So take it as you will. But Spaceballs is truly something special. And they're making a sequel to it with all the Star Wars content that has been out for the last 30 years.
Well, in addition to that, there have been huge popular resurgences in things like Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica and a bunch of other sci-fi space, big properties. And so I'm pretty sure they're not going to be limited to just sending up Star Wars like they usually do.
Yeah. But they got so much stuff that could just do with Star Wars. They got so...
Well, at some point, Star Wars sort of, it's like making fun of, the slow kid in class. Because, Disney has taken over Star Wars and they've just put so much stuff out that they can't really restrict it to just stuff that's worth watching.
True. Yeah, they're scratching an itch that people are like, we need more Star Wars. And they're like, here's more shows. Here's more movies. It's not enough. Everything's terrible. We're like, what can we do to satisfy?
So, in fairness to Disney, there is no way, just mathematically, it is impossible to satisfy. I should probably not be drinking seltzer water during our podcast. To satisfy all Star Wars fans, because no matter who you fine, there's going to be somebody that has a problem with something, and there's someone that's going to be absolutely livid with you for making any change or any decision that they did not personally come up with.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Disney has put out some pretty low effort writing in the Star Wars universe.
I can kind of agree with that, and it kind of sucks to say that, because like there are people that are the writers that have been writing on that for months and months, and
Yeah.
it didn't flesh out the way that they wanted to, because writers are very creative. We understand that. We're both somewhat writers. You more than me.
I can't read.
But these writers are like, oh, like this should take place here at this time. They should have this emotion and this emotion. So everything on paper looks fantastic. It looks great, because they're like, yeah, I got all this imagery in my mind for what's going to happen.
But going from paper to the screen,
It's going through about 50 other people, and then
and the producers, the executives, you can see where the executives had input in a lot of movies, especially Disney movies.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to acknowledge the Han Solo origin story movie?
we can. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was not in and of itself a terrible movie. Like, it had, it had the elements of, like, at least a decent plot.
Yes.
And it had, good acting, good actors.
Yeah, the casting for Lando with Donald Gloverson.
Gloverson?
Donald Glover.
We should invite Donald Gloverson on our podcast.
Yeah, Donald Gloverson, please come to our podcast. He's also
Childish Gambino?
He's childlike Gambino.
Childish Gambinoson.
No, he's childlike Gambino. Donald Glover.
That would be Bambino, which is Italian for baby, because I'm, worldly and stuff.
Yes. But him as Lando Calrissian was fantastic.
Yeah. Although the possibly being in love with a droid was... that was a choice.
That was a choice, but also the fact that I believe I want to say admitted on camera, or like admitted in the film, that he's been sticking his wang in all kinds of things. So like humans,
Which, in the Star Wars universe, ain't that weird.
true, but like it's also like I can't say that's weird, because humans have stuck their things or put their lady bits on
It
weird
is
stuff.
a completely underrepresented part. Like, that within the Star Wars universe, there have to be sex droids.
Definitely.
But, they were never shown in the originals, and Disney will almost certainly not show sex droids.
No, they're not. But they may show them, but they won't call them sex droids. They're like,
We draw the line at putting Carrie Fisher in a metal bikini, but no, sex droids, that's just too much.
this droid for pleasure? Hell no.
But yeah, anyway, back to the solo movies. We're
Yes.
trying not to get too far off track, because if we get further off track, I'm going to die before we finish this episode.
Yes.
Literally die, people.
So many ratings. So many views.
What
Next
we do
one-
for art.
The next one will be Daniel's obituary.
It's just going to be like a series of insults aimed at you.
I'll get the usual crew and like get everyone out.
So, quick, we have to finish talking about the solo movie. Otherwise, we've lost everything.
Please do. Go for it.
We were talking about how it, in and of itself, is not necessarily a bad movie. Like, if it weren't based on characters that everyone already knew, you could have made probably a fairly entertaining movie out of that. But because you were building it on the rich background of Star Wars, which the whole world knows, it read as kind of anemic. And also the thing, like, it was like, at some point, there's that one scene that we all know where, somebody, by which I mean nobody in the world ever, was demanding to know, how did Han Solo get his last name? Yeah, that was a scene that, somebody put in, and it wasn't a writer that did that.
No, because it was very force fed. It was very like here, like Hans, like your name is Han. You need a last name. You're traveling by yourself. You're solo, aren't you? You're solo, aren't you? You solo.
But just within the universe of Star Wars, like if that were a thing that people did, like okay, if you have to have a last name for the ticket, okay, we'll give you Solo. That's a thing. It'd be like Ellis Island. There's conventions for people that need certain parts of their name.
Mm-hmm.
So there would be a whole bunch of other people in the Star Wars universe named Solo. They would have reunions and stuff.
True. Yeah, that was a weird thing to like have them do. It was like, so he's like, oh, you're flying, like you're going solo, or his name could have been Han Single, or Han, by yourself,
Or Han one ticket.
or Han One. Yeah. You're like, oh, you're just one Han One.
Although completely unrelated tangent, a friend of mine. I will not say her name for privacy reasons, but her email address was her last name and her first initial, which was Hanson E. So she was Hans1 at her domain. So, yes, every time I emailed her, I thought of Star Wars because I'm a nerd.
Oh, it was just there, so it was pretty obvious. So you can't really escape that. So you kind of look at it, you're like, Hans One. There you go. Yeah, but getting back to our other point, Spaceballs. Did you hear about the fact that our boy, our god, Rick Moranis, is going to be coming back to it?
Rick Moranis has not been in anything for like 20 years. He basically
plus years.
retired and spent time with his family, didn't he?
Yes. So what ended up happening in the story that I ended up reading, I believe, was his wife, whatever amount of years, was, I believe, dying of cancer or dying of some kind of disease. Very sad. So he wanted to make sure he was there for his children growing up. So he's like, hey, I'm good. I'm going to step out. I got money. I'm going to raise my kids to make sure that, I watch them grow up. Now they're all grown. They all have their own families. They're all like within their probably like 30s and 40s. But I guess, Mel Brooks reached out and was like, hey, got some time? He's like, sure, why not? Let's do it. So I'm very excited about the fact that he will be back in movies. Well, in a movie. Not sure about movies, but he'll be back in this one. So I'm glad about that.
It'll be good to see him.
True. Because also, I believe Bill Pullman's going to be back. His son, I forget what his son's name is. He's been in 2 recent movies, like I believe in Top Gun and also Thunderbolts.
I've not seen the Thunderbolts movie yet.
It's not Bill Pullman, but I forget his son has the last name Pullman. Has no lips. Like how mine kind of like portrayal looking.
That's some people just that's the way their face rests.
True. I was like, oh, like you have no lips, man. But also,
You want him to get fillers?
he could, but it's just also weird. I was like where? How do you like kiss anybody? Like you're just like teeth.
It's all teeth.
Yeah, it's just like. But also, Mel Brooks is going to be coming back as yogurt. So that's
As long as they don't try and do something like really grievous, like a CGI John Candy.
Please don't. Just
Okay, like I will be willing to accept like a video of him, like there's a recording of somebody that was supposed to be John Candy's character. I will maybe allow that, but if you just try and have him there, like he's the same character as we all know and love, but he's AI.
No,
that would be too far. Are you listening, Mel?
Please, Mel. Like here, I got the idea for you.
Like, we know you know where the funny is, but please don't do that.
Don't let the executive producers in on this part. Just don't let them do that.
Although, if there's anyone that can fight off executive producers, it's Mel Brooks.
Yes.
So we should trust Mel Brooks.
We will trust you, Mel Brooks. But I'll throw out this idea. Just let his character be dead. Like, let Bill Pullman's character, I forget what his name was.
Lone Star.
There you go. Thank you.
You have to say it that way.
He's pulling away from grave. He sits like a little dog biscuit on top of the tombstone. He's like, hey, buddy, it's been, 15 years. I
A
miss
dog
you.
biscuit on the tombstone would be a perfect touch, I think.
Yes. Yeah. He puts it on the tombstone. He's like, hey, man. I was like, hey, buddy, I miss you. It's been 20 years. I got to keep going. And then, gets in the RV and then takes off.
I wonder if we'll see Daphne Zuniga again.
Ooh.
Because she sort of, ducked out of public eye after the 80s.
True. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I wonder what she's been up to.
I'm not sure.
And they might also try and do a CGI Joan Rivers voice.
Well, the voice thing, I'm kind of okay with that one, just a little bit.
I mean, we are starting to accept. It's getting further and further into the realm of what is not really awful. Like a little bit. So like if you have a AI version of a famous deceased actor's voice, that's more easy to accept than trying to digitally recreate them as a character.
Yeah, the likeness thing that's always kind of eerie. The voice thing, you're like, you can kind of close your eyes. You're like, okay, I can see them moving in my mind.
And also, you can just get somebody that does a really good impression, and that'll be close enough because we're not going to match voice samples after 30 years. Almost 40 years since Spaceballs.
Yeah.
38 years, isn't it?
Something like that, because I think Spaceballs came out in 84, 85?
Something like that.
But also, with Joan Rivers, she's had so much stuff recorded. They can just scrub through all of that to get whatever
they could, very easily make a very faithful AI model of her voice.
Yeah, they just have to get the Joan Rivers estate to sign off on that. They're like, give us millions of dollars. They're like, here you go. We want millions. Nope. Here's our couple million. They're like, fine. I'm like, all right. But it's going to be, it should be a lot of fun. It should be a good, very good movie. I hope so.
I'm trying to think of other, movies from my childhood that are, I won't say due for a revisit, but are probably, there are people in Hollywood that are trying this, or at least thinking about it. Some executive somewhere is trying to find a way to milk more, out of The Princess Bride.
True.
And though I would love to see that world and those characters again, there is no way you could make a sequel that would be anything other than insulting about that movie.
No, that's one of those movies that is perfect as is and should never be touched. There are some movies that are a near perfect or it was a very good movie, but you're let's update it to maybe these actors or something like that. Cool. Sometimes it can be like that. But the Princess Bride is one of those movies you're at any age you can watch that. You can watch that say now we're in our 40s. You can show that to your kids and they're 10s. They're like, what is this? What? And they're like, haha, he said peanut. Or, people in their 80s can watch it. They're like, oh, hey, I know that guy. You're like, yeah, that's Billy Crystal. Yeah, get with it. He's sitting right next to you. Hey, Billy Crystal he's up there. I think he's in his early 70s.
He might be older than that. Mel Brooks has got to be pushing 90 now, right?
Mel Brooks is, he is up there because they showed his age. I think he's 97 or 98.
Oh, he's pushing 100. Oh, Mel Brooks is... Mel Brooks just keeps going and going.
Yeah, he keeps going and going.
I also look forward to the promotional marketing for the new Spaceballs movie. We might finally be able to get Spaceballs the Flamethrower.
Promoted by Billy Porter.
Okay, that's it. We've come full circle. It is time to get out of this damn garage before I die. So, once again, for the Rubber Duck Syndicate podcast, thanks for watching.
Have a good one.